Mary Fowler, who tonight scored her 10th goal for Australia. Mary, how did that all feel? 50,000 plus people here to see the Matildas.
Yeah, it felt great. It's always an honour to score and be able to do that in front of a home crowd. But you know, it's just really good to be able to get that win heading into our first game of the World Cup. So I'm just really happy I could help the team out.
Adam.
Does time stand still when you have a moment like that? Or is it, you not even think about it, you can't even remember what you were thinking at the time?
Yeah, I can't even remember what I'm thinking about. I always forget to celebrate. Like, it just all happens so fast, and then I look back and I'm like, why didn't I do something? But yeah, it's just, I feel like it just happens in the moment and you're just not thinking, and then afterwards I'm just happy to be with my team.
Anna.
Mary, the goal came after Sam and Caitlin had already come off, obviously such attacking threats. What does it do for, I guess, you individually and the team knowing that you can come on, those players are off, and you know, have the crucial moment, the winning goal?
I think it just goes to show the, you know, kind of squad we have. You know, everyone just wants the best for each other, and you feel so supportive when you go out there, even when you have people like Sam on the bench. So yeah, it feels great to be able to help the team in that way, and for all of us to still feel so confident even when, you know, big players are off the field.
David.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Congratulations on the goal.
Thank you.
How are you physically ready to start against Ireland?
Sorry.
Are you ready to start against Ireland? How do you feel physically?
I feel good physically. Yeah, if I got the chance, that would be amazing. But yeah, I think in any role that I get to play in this team, whether that's starting or on the bench, I just bring my best to the team, bring good energy, and then I think good things will come from that.
Isabel.
What was the message that Tony gave you when you came on? I know he likes to talk about game changers. Is there anything he gave you to kind of, you know, focus on or make that impact?
And I think Tony always stresses that, you know, people on the bench are game changers, and that at the end of the day, like, it's the full 23 that go out there and perform together, whether you come on or not. So I think for us on the bench, like, we play the match from the side. So coming in, you know, you just want to finish the game well for the team and do your part.
Sam.
Mary, you were there in France watching the Matildas on the field lose in the round of 16. It was a really difficult tournament for lots of reasons, and I think there are a lot of lessons learned in terms of the depth of the squad at that tournament. I asked Tony this question as well before. What do you think this team can do now that they weren't able to do a couple of years ago?
You know, honestly, like, I don't think we even think back to that. Like, we all just feel really good about where we are now, and everyone has so much belief and trust in one another, and we just focus on that first game. You don't even think about the past. Like, you just feel so confident in what you've got now.
Mary, a win like that against a European powerhouse in front of a record-breaking crowd, barely a week out from our first ever home World Cup, you know, the pressure, the expectations are sky high. Do you feel that? How is it in the camp, sort of trying to block out that noise?
Yeah, like I said, I think we all just have so much, you know, belief in one another, and we have such a nice group of girls. Like, everyone is just willing to give their all for one another. And I think our team does it, you know, really well, being able to block out the noise outside and be like, we're here for ourselves first and foremost, and we want to be able to have no regrets in that sense. So yeah, I think it's been really good to be able to get a win heading into the World Cup. It gives us a lot of confidence heading into that first game.
Steph.
You just said, you know, you're blocking out the external noise, but internally, I think it's one thing, you know, to prepare for years knowing something coming, and then it's around the corner almost, where it's like, where did it come from? Has there been any of that, like, managing that vibe in camp at all amongst the team?
Yeah, I mean, I do think for a lot of us it feels like we've been waiting for so long for it to happen. And it's just always felt so far away, and then coming into camp, like, it started to feel real. But I think, you know, we've just been with each other for a while now, and everyone's just wanting it to get started already.
Mark.
I suppose I heard you before, she talked about your understanding of playing club football. She heard you screaming, saw you around the corner of her eye, and knew if she found you, you finished it. Is that understanding really key in that moment, and talk us through what you were feeling as you were making that run into the box?
Honestly, I saw her running and I was like, I'm in so much space. And then she took a touch and I was like, oh no. But, but then she still played it. So I don't know. I think you don't really think in those moments. You just kind of do it. So like, I don't know. I just took a touch and then I was like, you better score. And I did. So yeah, it was good.
Emma, final 2 questions.
That's hard because that's the question I was going to ask.
Oh, good.
Whether the goal was going to go
Next
in.
question.
But in 6 days we're playing against Ireland.
Mhm.
There's going to be an extra 30,000 people in the stadium.
Mhm.
Have you and the team managed to like conceptualize that? Has the crowd been giving you much? Were they giving you much tonight?
I think all of us are just kind of like looking forward to it. It's, having a home crowd does make such a difference. And I think for us, like, it's just super special to be able to play in front of, all your family and friends and to have, the support of the country with you there. So I don't know how the other girls are feeling nerves-wise, but yeah, I think tonight it just gave us a taste of what's coming.
And final question, Sam Lewis.
Mary mentioned just then that your goal almost felt like instinct, like sort of muscle memory, like you don't really think about it. Tony mentioned before as well that it feels like that's how the team kind of plays now. It's almost by instinct and rehearsal and muscle memory. Is that how it feels? And it's maybe the biggest change over the course of his 10 years. Now, as a unit, you all sort of react off one another instinctually?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see that we flow well together, and like I said, we have a good group of girls, and everyone's just willing to work for each other. So yeah, I think we've just gelled really well over the past couple of years under Tony, and just built up momentum over the past few camps, being able to get some good wins. So yeah, I think everyone is just in good form individually, and that helps a lot when you get out there. Like, you just don't question yourself, and everyone picks you up even if you make a mistake. So I think we're just in a really good space because everyone individually has put the work in.
Fantastic. That concludes the press conference. Thanks.